Hey y'all, what's happening? Monday afternoon stream, jumping in because I had a couple of questions that I wanted to, well, actually one big question that I wanted to answer. Have you ever seen videos and they are terrible? Or have you ever seen stuff that you just didn't connect with for one reason or another? Now, some people may be like, Robert, I'm watching your video right now and I'm not connected, dude. That's all right. Listen, so why I'm here for a couple of reasons. I want to share something with you that is happening tomorrow, but I also want to share with you 3 mistakes that I see a lot of agents and entrepreneurs making on their videos. Right. And if you followed me for any length of time, you know that video storytelling is one of the big things that I love to talk about. So let's jump right in. I've only got about 10 minutes or so. So I want to jump right into this. Now, with regard to video, you probably heard before that video content is about 80%, 75 to 80% of what is on the internet. So it's crucial. Is super important, all right, that your video content, oh, I'm like a little bit fuzzy. All right. It's super important that your video content is not just quality from a production standpoint, but quality from a content standpoint. So let's talk about some of the mistakes that I see people making. Here's number 1. Let's jump right in. People jump on, they go live, or they make a video and they wait a bunch of time for people to kind of come in the room. And then they make a video and they're there for about 40 minutes. And they're just kind of, stream of consciousness, just rambling along. And the video ends and you're not really 100% sure why you were there. Right? I don't know if you've been come across any of those videos. I mean, and some of them are likable people, and I think I have a moment or two where I may ramble. My wife says that I do sometimes. Right? But to combat that, one of the things that I've done regularly is I work with a specific framework. Every time I'm doing a video, almost every single time, there's some things that I do in a standard way almost every time that I'm doing videos, right? Because I want to make sure that I capture the audience and I engage with the audience, but I also want to make sure that I am able to land the plane. And so there's specific frameworks that I use. I actually use a storytelling framework, and I'll share a little bit more about that tomorrow when we start the video storytelling challenge on April 18th. We start that tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So go ahead and register for that. Go to videostorytellingchallenge.com. So that's number 1. A lot of people ramble when they're on video. The second challenge, or the second thing that I see a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of agents doing on video is this. They start out their video and they say, hey, my name's Robert. I'm a realtor in Maryland. And over the last 5 years, I've been selling homes. I work with the listings. I work with sellers. And this is what I've been doing for the last 5 years. Over the last 5 years, as a part of the Robert Kennedy III team, we've sold more than $5 million in listings. Right? What they're doing is talking mainly about themselves. They're talking mainly about themselves. And I used real estate as an example, but I see a lot of small business owners doing that as well with their products. They may share a product online and they talk simply about the product. They talk about the t-shirt. They talk about their program, their coaching program. They talk about all of the different things that they do, but they never really talk about their prospect. Right. So most of what they do, most of what they circle around is, hey, these are the programs that I've got. These are the products that I've got. This is the process that I use. If you want to get this solved, or if you want to be a part of this, call me. Click on my website. Okay. So talking mostly about themselves is a huge, huge mistake that I see. Okay. Let's jump into our third thing really quickly. You can see that I'm zooming through this stuff because I've only got a little bit of time today. We got just a little bit of time. I gotta go. All right. All right. So let's move. Number three. Number three thing, not doing enough. Number three mistake, not doing enough. So when I talk about a mistake or when I talk about not doing enough, what am I talking about? Well, a lot of times I see people make a video and then I don't see them again. And what I hear from them is, oh, Robert, I did this video, I got online and nobody watched it. Or there were like 3 people that watched it. And then they don't do anything again. So, you know, if most of the content that is online on the interwebs is video and you're just one of a bunch of things. So there's several things that you've got to figure out. Number one, you're competing against the crowd. That's number one. Number two, if your stuff is not polished, if it's not clear, if it's not visible, if it's not usable, engaging content, then people may just not pay attention. Or here's the last thing. It may just be a bad time. Sometimes you're catching people at the wrong time. Sometimes there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in the world and the content that you're sharing is good. It's fantastic. It's great content. But they may not be able to hear it because there's a lot of other stuff happening in the media. There's a lot of stuff happening in the world. And they're like, your stuff is important, but it's just not at the space in their lives or the space that they can consume that importance or deal with that at the moment. So it may just be bad timing. So if bad timing is the issue and you never do any more content again, if bad timing is the issue and you never show up again, if bad timing is the issue and you never problem solve or share that you understand the problem again, then what are we doing? Right? You're missing out on a lot of possibilities. You're missing out on customers. You're missing out on stuff. You're just missing out. You're leaving money on the table. All right. So those are the 3 things. Let me back through them again. Number one, problem. Number one mistake that I see a lot of entrepreneurs and real estate agents making on video is they're rambling. They don't have a structure that they're following. Number 2 is that I see them talking a lot about themselves. And number 3, I see them not doing enough. They're not repeating the behavior. They're not showing up consistently, right? And when you don't do that, it's really hard for people to know who you are, know what you do, vibe with you. And you also don't really get practice in that medium, right? So I want you to show up consistently. So now here's the deal. If you are struggling with a video, right? You know that video marketing needs to be a part of what you do, but you're struggling with the confidence of it. You're struggling with the technology of it. You're like, you're coming up with all sorts of stuff in your brain. I don't know how to do this. I think it's too expensive. It's time consuming. It's complex. I don't know where to start. One of the reasons we're having not one of the reasons, I just gave you like 3 excuses. 3 of the reasons that we're doing the video storytelling challenge starting tomorrow, April 18th, the 3-day challenge through the 20th, is so that we can walk people through some of these challenges and help them figure out how to navigate them, how to fix them. Okay, so if you are a real estate agent, if you are a realtor, if you are a realtist, if you are a real estate professional, if you're an entrepreneur, if you are a small business owner and you want to step into this world, you want to be able to show up on video confidently, you want to do it in a way that engages, that connects, and that creates visibility and ultimately income for you, go ahead and sign up for the video storytelling challenge. If you are watching this and somewhere and you want to just snap the QR code, which is, I think, right there, right? Snap the QR code, then go ahead and do that. Or you can just go to Video Storytelling Challenge. The link should be down below me right here. VideoStorytellingChallenge.com. Now, here's the deal. On the site, we made a mistake. I made a mistake. It wasn't we, it was me. I made a mistake. And the mistake was I double booked something, not double booked, but there was a time zone issue and I blew it. So tomorrow, instead of starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's going to start at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're moving it down an hour. The website hasn't reflected that yet, but we're starting at 3 p.m. tomorrow. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, we'll be at the 2 p.m. slot. Okay. So either way, you'll get an email announcing that information, but go ahead to videostorytellingchallenge.com, get signed up. And I hope to see you in the room, in the space, in the building tomorrow. All right. Good deal. Let me know if this was helpful for you. Leave a comment if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook. Sir Honda says, I've got time zone issues at least once a week. Yeah. That was totally my bad. And I usually don't get caught, but this time I did. All right, good deal. So if you are on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, well, we're not on Instagram for this one, but if you're on YouTube, if you're on LinkedIn, go ahead and leave a comment, subscribe, follow so that you can know when we're going live, when we're doing challenges, etc. All right, that's all we got. I will see ya tomorrow. I'll do one more of these tomorrow, and then we're gonna get started with the challenge. All right, that's all we got. I will see ya. Peace. See ya.